Well, hello everyone, it's DJ here. This is, as you all know, if you're watching this the day I uploaded, that is, the first of the new year. And naturally, it is also the beginning of the opt-in period for the blended retirement system. I'm going to go over a few of the options that are available, or a few things you should know. This is kind of time sensitive because there are some of you who will hit your 12th year of service during this month, or let's even say this quarter, and you want to be positive that you can qualify for the continuation pay. If you don't do things just right, then you will not be eligible for this. So I'm going to run through this real quick. This is unscripted, so pardon me if I go a lot, because I'm just doing this as I go. So let's see how things go from here. Now, first of all, believe it or not, there is no hard, fast form or method for applying for the blended retirement system's continuation pay. So this is going to make things very confusing, especially in these first few months. I have an application form for the Army National Guard. It is very much a draft. In fact, if you look at it, you'll see certain things where you can plainly see what was being thought at the time. For example, on this it says, blah blah blah, date, and literally date, and it was published as is. So it's almost like someone looked at the draft, they were in a rush, didn't give it a whole lot of proofreading, and just said, it's good, post it, and there we go. Of course, I expect this will be revised as time goes on. We'll make things better. It's kind of a learn as you go thing. Sadly, a lot of this information, well, the information itself has been in law for a year now, over a year, but the how-to has not. So this is definitely going to be some painful learning as we go. So there are a couple of things you need to consider when you are first trying to figure out if you're going to be eligible for continuation pay. You have to have done a couple of things. First, of course, you have to have completed the opt-in training through Joint Knowledge Online, JKO, or have had a suitable alternative training. That has to be recorded somewhere official, not just, hey, I did it, but hopefully somewhere in your military record. In the Army, that would be through the Defense Training Management System, or DTMS. Other branches of service will have their own techniques. But you have to have done the opt-in training, and of course, hopefully, received some financial literacy training as well, because a lot of this is going to fall into your hands now as far as retirement preparation. If you haven't spoken with a personal financial counselor or command financial specialist, or whatever title your branch uses, then please do so as soon as possible. These people are invaluable as far as their knowledge and expertise. The most important thing, of course, is you have to actually opt in for the blended retirement system. If you haven't done that, then you will not be eligible. So, if you have less than 12 years of service and you actually opt in, then you'll be eligible for continuation pay. For active duty members, and that includes AGRs, then the opt-in group, everyone who's eligible this year to do an opt-in, the continuation pay is going to be a flat 2.5 months of base pay. That 2.5 to 13 month range is only going to be for new service members, and they are not going to be eligible for several years now. So everyone who enlists from today onward will be under BRS, but the continuation pay for them is not even a factor for 8 to 12 years. Next, since we now know whether you have less than 12 years, you have to actually do the opt-in. And rather than explain all of that, I'm going to post some videos that have conveniently already been made. So that will take care of that little piece for us. And even better, it's broken down by service component. So if you look down in references, you'll see the very first resource I have posted, how to opt in to BRS, and you do it through MyPay for Army, Navy, and Air Force, through Marine Online for the Marine Corps, and Direct Access for the Coast Guard and NOAA. Take a breath now. All right. Now, what if you are over 12 years of service? And I'm not talking about points, although I'm getting to that. What if you're over 12 years of service, but you still have less than 4,320 points? Well, you can still opt in if you choose. If you've run the math on yourself, you've used the calculators that are online, you've talked to financial planners, then you might have discovered that this could be a good decision for you. And if that's what you want to do, then check out the videos and make the election. Please remember, once you make that election, it is not revocable. This is your one-time only chance to back out if you choose to do so. If you want to keep what you have, all you have to do over the next year is nothing. But if you want to opt in, that's what you use these links to do. It's pretty simple, but please keep in mind this is a one-time only deal. If you opt in and then choose later that you don't want to be in BRS, I'm sorry, you were told many times. So please think carefully, talk to your family, talk to the financial specialists, and in essence, do it right the first time. All right. Now I'm posting a lot of extra information in the references, not just the application form for the National Guard, but a lot of other things, some of which might not even seem like they apply. But as with so many things, it's good information. In fact, since I was just glancing down at that list, let me mention one other thing that you need to do. If you are opting in and you want your continuation pay to partially or wholly be contributed to the thrift savings plan, then you need to make sure that before you apply for the continuation pay that you have already gone into MyPay and set up your thrift savings plan contributions to include bonuses, not just base pay. In fact, you need that too, but you want to make sure that bonuses and other types of special pay are also allotted to go to TSP. You don't have to do all of it, although I do think, as I've said in the past, that is one of the implied tasks of BRS, is to use your continuation pay to spike your investments and make up for that reduction in the pension. If you choose not to do that, that's your choice. It's your money. But think about it. So you not only have to have at least 1% of base pay going into TSP, excuse me, you not only have to have 1% of base pay going into TSP, but you have to choose a percentage of your special pays, bonuses, etc., to go into TSP as well. That must be in place before you receive the continuation pay itself. Otherwise, it will not go into your account, your investment account. Now, what if you are a high-ranking individual? That's what it would take to meet the criteria I'm about to explain. If you're a high-ranking individual and you're choosing to opt in, you will probably have some tax consequences. Even though we have some changes in the tax law, we don't have it fully hammered out as to what all the specifics are. At least they're not posted on the IRS website yet. So if you have a high amount of continuation pay coming your way and you want to reduce the tax implications of that, then on the continuation pay request form, you can opt for payments over the course of up to 4 years. So you can choose any number between 1 and 4. No higher than 5. Think of the holy hand grenade, almost. So anyway, if you are opting in and getting this pay, choose carefully, choose wisely, as they say on the Indiana Jones. A lot of movie references. Sorry, saw the weird stuff that pops into my head doing an unscripted video. Anyway, the major things I wanted to hit, I've already done, unless something else pops in my head real quick. Make sure you have done the training. Make sure you've opted in to TSP. Have your TSP set up to accept contributions from other than just base pay. Make sure you have the or less than the number of years to receive pay. Otherwise, it's all for naught as far as that part. And of course, actually do the opt-in. I'm not going to describe how to do that because the videos are here and I don't want to waste your time repeating what you could already see on those videos. Let's see, let's take a quick look at the stuff on this list, see if there's anything else I missed. I believe I have hit all of it. Alright. I know this is a big decision. Fortunately, if you're not one of the people who hits 12 years in the next month, next week, next day, then there's not as much pressure to do so. But if you are one of those groups who has sometime this month before they hit 12 years, then either make a decision or don't. And not making a decision is making a decision. So think carefully, do what's right for you, and thank you for your service. Have a great day.